We vote on the evidence, not on our personal feelings. And we'll give you more than 4 minutes.
Now, let's make a public comment.
DP issue?
Hey, y'all doing? Hey, I'm Patrick Duff, Haddon Heights, Rabble Rouser, blog. I'm sure you've seen me online. Listen, I'm glad you guys showed up today. Part of what I do is turn up the heat in politics, and it looks like somebody couldn't take it. And that's okay, because she made a bad decision. And when you make a bad decision and you can't stand up in front of the audience, that means maybe you're not cut out for it. And as people, I know you're residents of this town for a long time, you all are. I have probably never seen such an awesome town come out and fight for something. Most towns, like 5 or 6 people show up. The Carnes, you had a couple people show up here and there in Medford. You've got hundreds of people out here. You guys, I mean, you either did something really wrong or doing something really right. But here's what I want to comment on. I'm a historian too, like the other gentleman. I'm trying to save the Martin Luther King House in Camden. Nobody knew about that. What I didn't know about, by the way, was that eugenics, the whole eugenics movement, started with a book about a woman from the Pineys. A book called The Kalilka Family, K-L-I-L-I-K family. And that book was written in 1912 by a Harvard-trained professor who studied a woman from the Pine Barrens and her family. And they decided that all these people that were in this family were born and bred hereditary criminals, prostitutes, inbreds, imbeciles. Now that book, if you don't know your history, and I didn't even know, led to 60,000 people in America being sterilized. That book then led to copies being printed in German and led to the Nazis killing 12 million people in concentration camps. From that book, now I'm going to read the comments from the, this is from your deputy mayor, and I'm going to ask that you all better ask this woman to resign, and if you don't, maybe these, I don't know. It says, there is actual truth to the Pineys being incestuous, illiterate, mentally deficient, inbred imbeciles, supposedly responsible for generations of morons and prostitutes. Fascinating, I tell you. That's your deputy mayor. And yeah, no wonder why she's not here. And what she posted when I right before that, beware of making deals with the devil. She's talking about me. For he will always find a way to collect his debts. Well, what I told you last time, when we passed that resolution, I said it very clearly. I said, you are going to get a lawsuit. I said that. And guess what? Raised money, and guess what? You got a lawsuit, and you lost. You never thought you'd lost. And I know Mr. Burns was saying, I know what we could do. It's called the Robert Moses rule. As long as we start this demolition, get him in there and going, the judge won't say no. But you know what the judge didn't do? He didn't believe you, Mr. Boyd. And I'm going to say something, Mr. Boyd, I've been doing this for a while, and you are my new project. And I'll tell you why. Because when I came up to you at the building the other day and I asked you, well, how is it that the asbestos is being remediated when that wasn't in the proposal from RICO? You guys gave them another contract somehow to do asbestos remediation and paid them without any bids. And I said, well, where's, no, I said, on the proposal it doesn't show any asbestos remediation. You said, well, have you seen the contract? And I said, well, I did an Oprah from the contract. And Miss Mary Alice Brown said, one doesn't exist. And you know what he said? Oh, yes, he did. It's in the Oprah, I can read it. One does not exist unless he answered it for you.
What I said was we had not yet received it in the
Really?
office.
Really? No, one does not exist. And you said to me,
Thank you,
maybe it
Mr. Duff, for your
does,
comment.
maybe it does, and maybe it doesn't. You need to take control of your town, Mr. Mayor. Get control of that guy.
Mr.
He's
Duff.
going after the farming center.
Please stop. Please. Thank you for coming. Thank you, Mr. Duff.
You really need, you need to communicate with your citizens.
to Mr. Duff.
Get up. You Please, Mr. Duff.
Thank you.
Therefore, please raise your hand.
Robert's rules of deferring time applies to members of the.
Nobody else had a time limit.
Sir,
People have all rights.
Sir, I've attended hundreds of these meetings. I have deferred my
Can you state your
time.
name and address?
My name is
please?
Mary Ann Hollow.
Thank you.
I have lived in the Pinelands since I took my first breath. I've been hundreds of these meetings. I've been involved in Pinelands issues my whole life. I have never seen a body not allowed deferring time under Robert's rules ever. So I'm respectfully requesting that this body observe their own rules. Patrick, and if anybody else would like to.
All right, so hey, listen, this is a good part. This is the good part. This is where everything comes together. Kumbaya moment, right? Have her resign. You ask for her resignation.
Yep.
I mean, the deal is there's going to be an independent inspector going in there, no matter if you like it or not now. And when that comes back and shows that the building is structurally sound, somebody's probably going to be in trouble. So what about just possibly start seeking all the new, the lifting and moving the building, and maybe you can avoid anybody getting in trouble for that inspection by having people come in and say, hey, you know what? Maybe the lawyers have agreed to not have to need the inspection because the township's agreed not to destroy the building. Save all that money, right? Save all that money. You're looking for the open request? I'm sure. The open request is
I
that
don't
no
do
contract
township business
exists.
on my phone, but that's.
But yeah, I'm saying that because I think that's the solution. The solution is you don't want to destroy it now. I mean, politics is bad. Well, whatever you're doing on there is operable. You guys should know that. Anytime you're using your phone at a meeting, you can Oprah what's happening on the phone. And let me say that too. You have former committee members that come and they told me that you professionals tell them to not use email so they can avoid being Oprah, so people can't see what they're talking about. That's illegal. You can't, I mean, you can do it. You can't say it. It's like, it's fraud. It's you're committing. The whole thing is this. Listen, as I said, just do yourself a favor. Consider the moving of the building. Consider what the people want, and consider just removing Natalie Stone from office, because I think that's the issue here. I don't know what happened to you two. I don't know if there's some sort of witchcraft or something voodoo. Guys, come back to your senses, man. That post was about you.
Yep.